Hello guys, we are still in chapter 8.1, the international trade and the specialization. The first video we explained what is the international specialization, how to specialize in producing a certain product, and how specializing increases the output if you have absolute advantage or a comparative advantage. So specializing on the product that you have an advantage in producing it will increase the total output. So how we are going to trade these products? This is the international trade. International trade is the exchange of the goods and services among the countries. So, what is the gains from the free trade? Of course, if there is no gain, we will only produce what we want domestically and we will not trade. Of course, there is some benefits that we will gain from having a free trade between the countries. First, free trade will allow the countries to benefit from specialization. As we studied, how the specialization is increasing output. So without having free trade, we will not get the benefit of this specialization. Second, specialization in the international trade will increase the choices of the consumers. Consumers will have more choices. You will not only have the products and services that is produced domestically in your country. Also now with the international trade, you will be able to buy products that is not produced in your country and you are importing from other countries. Another benefit or another gain from having a free trade is that this increases the competition and the efficiency, because the free trade is putting pressure on the domestic producers in order to higher their quality of production and produce this high quality product at lower cost in order to be able to compete with the other products that they are importing from other countries. It also creates opportunities for more workers, because being in free trade and exporting to other countries, this means that you will be able to produce more, because you are not selling only in your country, you are selling in your country and exporting to other countries. So you can expand your business and produce more, so you will create more opportunities for more workers and increase the employment. And of course, this exporting your products will increase your profits and increase your revenue. Another benefit from the free trade is the increase in economic interdependency. You are not only producing all what you want, so you have to be depending on other countries, and this will reduce any potential conflict that may happen between the countries, because they are all depending on importing and exporting their products to each other. So although that we have many benefits for the free trade, of course it's not always good. There is some arguments against this free trade. As the free trade, in the free trade we are importing to the country whatever we want from the other countries who are specializing in the products that we are not producing. So this is create a pressure on the small businesses inside our country, because they will not be able to compete with the big businesses that we are importing from them with a high quality product. So this way may affect badly the growth of the small businesses inside our country. And this also will threaten some jobs in the developed economies, because as they are not able to compete, so they will not continue running their businesses, and they will be forced to close the business and lay off the workers, so the unemployment will increase. Also, this specialization and the uncontrolled trade has a negative effect on the use of the non-renewable resources. We are using more of these resources, and this is affecting badly the coming nations. They will not find more of these resources. Sorry, I mean the next generations. The next generations will be affected of the high use of the non-renewable resources nowadays. Also, this uncontrolled trade will allow the businesses, the multinational businesses, to open elsewhere other than their country, where they will look for a place for lower cost workers. So some of the workers they were hiring in their home country, they will lose job because they are going to leave this home country and open, like for example in China, where the wages are lower, and this also putting pressure on the Chinese workers because they are going to work more. This uncontrolled trade also is making or increasing the gap between the rich and poor, because the multinational firms are continue to be bigger, and these nations are going to be richer, and the small businesses who are not able to compete with these businesses are going to be more poor. So governments, in order to overcome these negative effects for the free trade, and when I say the free trade, I mean that we are importing and exporting without restrictions. We are not paying any duties or any tariffs to the other government. So in order for the governments to overcome this problem, they are following some policies, and this is what we will study in the next video, inshallah.